And we get again this amazing map. Best map ever. After Twisted Meadows, of course. Okay, where is the Ancient Award? Ancient Award is positioned next to a green camp. For both players, which doesn't make any sense. Now, I don't know. Because I don't think I ever played in my life this map as Night Elf. Because 6-7 years ago when I used to play this map, when it was on the Battle.net ladder, I was human. So I remember going for fast expansion on this map, but I don't think I ever played this map as Night Elf. Maybe I did, but I can't really remember. So I don't know where you are supposed to put the Ancient of War here. Because all of the camps seem pretty bad, but pretty sure... Normally you want to put the Ancient of War next to the Merc camp, but it can be punished pretty hard here, so it doesn't make sense here. So it just looks like it's a pretty bad map for Ancient of War creeping. You can only creep greens. So in the end it does look like this position is actually the best. So I think this is ultimately the correct way to creep. Simply because there's nothing better. You can't go here with the Ancient War, you can't go here certainly. This camp is too little, it's too shitty, so you want to place it here. Yeah. So that was well done by Red. Good creep. He also didn't deny any... he did not deny any units. He got full XP from the creep, and he gets a nice Tome of Agility. Glows of Haste is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Especially since blue got the claws. Nowadays I only like Ring of Protection. So I would say the Ring of Protection is the best item that the Demon Hunter can find. Ring of Protection, and then of course also the former Circlet of Nobility, which was downgraded to a shitty Ring of Superiority, which gives you only +1 stats on all of your stats. But yeah, I think Ring of Protection is the best. Then Claws, and then Last. Then Claws, then Superiority, and then Glows of Haste. I never want to have Glows of Haste. Like, I don't know what to do with them. Like, the only hero that seems to be decent with Glows of Haste is the Potom, because if you go Searing Arrow, like in Elf Mirror, and then you get double Glows of Haste, you can shoot like a madman. And your attack speed is gonna be so fast, especially if you also have Slippers of Agility, that then you can just kill the Demon Hunter, thanks to the Glows of Haste, the Searing Arrow, and the Agility. But that's the only situation, really. Even Blade Master benefits more from Ring of Protection than it does from the Glows of Haste. I don't really like it. Wand of Illusion here. Okay, Red is definitely ahead. He got the... Wow, that's amazing. He got Ring of Protection +5. He's also getting the stuff, which I really like. Okay, this is pretty advanced for 600 MMR, okay? I've never seen a 600 MMR players buying Boots of Speed and stuff in the early game. And he also knows that it's time to get a Naga here. So this guy actually had a pretty good start, and his execution wasn't far from 1300, 1400 MMR player. Just, I can't find any mistakes so far. He played pretty well. But he's now mana burning the illusion instead of the real Demon Hunter. That's the first mistake. But he kills the archer, and that's a nasty, nasty creep check. Forestspirit is also level 3, but he's getting absolutely destroyed here. Owned. He lost all of his army. The creeps are attacking his illusions. And the Demon Hunter should just right-click the other Demon Hunter, and with the archers you can get the kill. He's gonna be able to force a TP here, buys a circlet of nobility, and the creeps now are aggroing red. And red is gonna lose all of his archers! Okay, this is where you see, okay, this is the first segment of this game where you actually see that the guy is not 13 or 1400 MMR, because that type of player would not lose all of his archers to the creeps like he did. Also, you need to pick the tomes. Fuck the pros, okay? I don't give a shit if professional players don't pick up the tomes. This guy is 600 MMR, you need to pick the tome, because the tome can actually save your life. It gives you better stats, okay? It gives you better survivability. There is absolutely no reason why you wouldn't pick the tome, because those 1.0005 seconds that you invest into getting the actual tome is worth it, okay? This guy's got nothing more important to do. He's even wasting time now running around the map. It didn't creep, so should have picked the tome. However, it's not, of course, a game-losing mistake or anything, but in some cases, if the game is really close, a tome can make a difference. When you have those fights where both Demon Hunter have like 5 HP, red, if you have more HP, it helps. Okay, we have an expansion for Forestspirit, who's like super behind, so it was like, okay, I'm super behind, let's just expand, but the problem is he's not producing anything from his lures, while Harkknight is slowly but steadily muscling up a respectable 40-foot elf army with Archer Talon. And I would like to see him getting tier 3, he's only tier 2. Talons are only good versus bears if you actually get tier 3 and you get Cyclone, because you can Cyclone the bear. But it's doing something really weird, which again signals that it is 700 MMR, because he's going for Ancient of Wind and Lore with bears. So he's gonna have super ultra omega late bears. And the only advantage I can see is that he can, because he has so many archers yet, he can just use Roar. So you can use the bear in druid form to cast Roar to give some additional DPS to his archers. And of course he can research adept bears in order to be able to use the Rejuve, which is extremely good, to keep the Demon Hunter and the Naga alive. Unlucky item for Forestspirit, who gets the potion of greater mana that it doesn't really need, especially since it doesn't not even have a second hero, which is a huge mistake, because this Naga is already level 2, almost level 3, and there is no way that you can win a fight in Night Elf Mirror if you don't have any units and you don't even have a second hero. You're just gonna get rolled by this Naga. Few right clicks on the demon and the demon gonna be dead or forced to TP out. Also, we do have armor reduction because of the Druid of the Talon. Demon Hunter gets some nice experience. Staffed out, but he doesn't have the moon juice to actually heal. So he staffed the Demon Hunter to his base so he could heal, but he doesn't have moon juice. And he doesn't even have the bear ready. Because the bear is actually here, so he's stuffed for nothing. That was really, really bad. Okay, buy the Moonstone, dude. Buy the Moonstone. There's an item the Night Elf have, that it's called the Moonstone. You can use it to make a fake night that lasts a few seconds, and during the Moonstone timing, the Moonwells will actually be able to regenerate mana and HP. Not too much, but it's better than nothing. But I never see these guys buy the Moonstone. Okay, let's take a look at the economic side of this game. Because blue was left alone for such a long time that his expansion is now starting to pay off. The problem is that blue macro is non-existent, so it's not producing anything. It's just playing this entire mid-game with 2 Math Golems, 1 Berserker and 1 Demon Hunter, which doesn't even carry a TP. So if it takes a bad engagement, it's dead. And yes, but red also isn't pumping up that much. He's sitting on 2k gold and 125 lumber. He has major lumber issues because he's not making wisps. He's now going for an attack, and if blue actually pumps units and defends this attack, then he's gonna have a lead. But it is extremely hard to cast this game. In fact, it's the hardest thing ever, because nothing that these guys do makes sense. So you say something and they do the entire opposite because they don't know what they're doing. So basically everything, absolutely everything can happen in this game. It's impossible to make a prediction. My prediction is actually that blue will die here, because I don't see him reacting at all. But technically, he should still be able to win if he just spams Moonwells here and just makes some kind of units. But no. He's just queuing up a bunch of bears. He's got 3 bears producing from 1 Ancient of Lord. The other Ancient of Lord is inactive and shooting at the Demon Hunter, but he's not even researching the Master upgrade for the bears, so these Druid of the Claws are useless. And this is painful. This is honestly pain to watch, even though I'm not playing this game. To lose in such a bad way when you have expansion and so much gold and you can't spend it because you don't have the macro, the ability to actually click on the production building and select the unit, it is painful. It is painful, not gonna lie. And now he's chasing the army with mass wisps, trying to save them, but the wisps get intercepted by a red army. The Demon Hunter is low. We do have insane right clicks by blue's Demon Hunter, and looks like blue is gonna be able to fend off this attack. But he's got no wood. Please buy Shredder, please buy Shredder. Oh, this is so painful. So painful. Okay, red is gonna win this game. Red is better than blue, and he realized that he doesn't have wood, so it made a lot of wisps, which I really like. He's got 4 wisps, 5 wisps here, plus 4, it's 9. He's got 12 overall wisps on lumber, which as you can see is enough lumber to get all the lumber he needs. And soon he's gonna be able to make Master Bears because he's tier 3. And he's gonna make like 80 foot army and just kill blue, who still doesn't have any lumber whatsoever. He's now making wisps, but he's not researching the upgrade for the bears. Ah, okay, he's master already. His master is just not morphing them for some reason. Okay, I take it back. So he knew that this upgrade actually exists. He just didn't use it. Yeah, but the problem is we have no dispel against the Cyclone, and the Cyclone is reigning supreme. All the birds are just flying, and the Demon Hunter is absolutely destroying everything on the field. The Naga takes all the shots from the Demon Hunter. The Naga dies. Demon Hunter is level 5. Demon Hunter is also about to die and dies. No micro by red. It doesn't react in time. Demon Hunter falls, but the Naga is level 4. And the Talons are still doing tremendous damage with the magic damage against the bears. As you can see, Talons absolutely destroy bears. Blue needs to go at the tavern, buy back his Demon Hunter. It does have the resources. It's got his floating 4k gold that he's not spending. He's floating 4k gold and he's not spending it. Now he's researching the third. He's researching the third attack upgrade for the bears, but it does not have an actual army. It does not have a hero. It's not producing from Angel of Law. Terrible, terrible macro. It's even hard to talk about macro because the macro is non-existent, I should say. Finally we have a Naga, but it's too late. The Naga gets absolutely obliterated, dies, and red sitting at 2k gold, 50 food. The game is over. GG. Once again, these games I carefully select them, choosing the appropriate MMR, making sure the MMR is the same. But these games, they are not close. I'm looking for those epic fights. I'm looking for games where both players have chances to win, but it looks like there's always one extremely dominant player that absolutely steamrolls the other guy, which makes me question the value of the matchmaking system, because of course this is the best matchmaking system you can